So today we're going to be sharing on funding your fashion business. Is that not why we're here? So I'm going to be sharing my slide. I don't know, tell you how much time do I have? I can teach for 3 hours. So I don't know how ready are we. How much time do we want to spend together tonight? It's 9:07 already. Betella, do you have a time frame or I should just go on? Okay. Maybe she's not here. So we're going to ride on. I'm going to share my screen.
Sorry, she said 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour. So let's see how we can wrap this up in 1 hour. By 10, we should be out of here. So let me share my screen. Where is my slide? Okay. Can we all see my slide? If you can see my slide, just type 2. So we can cut off the voice. So type 2 if you can see my slide. Okay, that's good. So today we are dealing with funding for fashion startups. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be totally different from everything you know about funding. I'm not going to be talking to you about how you can go source loans in the bank, because first, I want to believe that majority of the people I'm talking with are maybe startups, people who are just getting to start their fashion business, or people who think they need money to be able to expand their fashion business, or some who even are thinking about going into fashion. But one of the limiting factors to them is money. Am I correct? I'm sure that's my assumption as to the people I'm talking to. If I'm correct, just type 3. If you know you are either a new person trying to start up a fashion business, okay, 3, or you are one who wants to expand your fashion business. So, okay, thank you. So we're going to take it off from there. So who am I? Betella has said a few things about me, but I just want to also introduce myself. This is a little about me. You may not be able to take all the time to read it, so just screenshot it if that works for you. Betella, you may want to be admitting people in as people come on the waiting room. Please admit them in so I don't get distracted while I'm teaching. Is that okay? I don't want to leave anybody on the waiting room while I'm teaching. So if I see them coming in and you're admitting them, then I can focus on what I am doing.
Okay, sir.
It's okay. So I recently began to call myself a 7-figure business coach. Of course, the people I serve over time have used to call me the father of startups, because I'm one person that believes that in mentorship, business, people need to be held by the hands through the process. I've been into business for quite some time. I understand how to fail and how to fail forward. I understand that teaching is not just enough, coaching is necessary. If there's one strategy that I believe works for every business, is the fact that that business needs to be under someone who they can share their thoughts with. Because one of the dilemma of being a CEO, especially at a young age, is the fact that the box end on your desk. It means the decision making is in your hands. And like I shared something on my status yesterday, none of us is wise enough not to make mistakes. So the best way to avoid mistakes is to work with people who have gone through where you are at the moment, and hoping that your engagement with these people will help you go through the same process without making mistakes. And that's what coaching is. Coaching also helps people to be able to achieve results beyond their personal capacity. Coaching stretches you. So, and I gradually came to a realization that we're talking about 7-figure. By 7-figure, I mean 1 million and above. A lot of people, is a very big task for them. But by reason of what I do over time, I've come to realize that that seven-figure issue is a matter of the mind. If you can earn seven-figure in your mind, in a short time, it begins to show in your business and it begins to reflect in your bank account. So I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and I have seen young people who thought 100,000 was a big deal. They are beginning to earn in millions. I have young people who are buying landed properties and they are doing legitimate businesses. So, and I felt it was necessary to tag myself that name because it's my goal for everybody that come into my coaching platform. It's my goal. In fact, somebody told me recently, that goal is too big. 1 million and above every month. I don't know how I'm going to achieve that. I said, yes, you have to take a decision. Do you need somebody who is going to pamper you for where you are and see reasons with you why you're broke and you remain broke? Or you need somebody who is going to say, irrespective of all of these circumstances, I'm going to stretch you until you begin to do that which you have capacity to do. He said, I think I'll need your, I said, so that's it. Then I have a few work experience over the years. I'm a founder of 3 companies. I currently manage 3 companies, and I've authored 4 books. Like Betelia said, I just authored a book on employability because we've been dealing a lot with entrepreneurship. And I came to realize that even when we are looking for people to hire to power our business, most of the people we get to hire doesn't seem to know what they're doing. So I felt it was necessary to invest in that spectrum of helping people to view themselves so they don't come into a job seeking for help. So they come into a job seeking to help the business. Because the reason why that person put out a job advert that there is vacancy is because his company is having a problem. And they are trusting that they want to hire people who can help them solve these problems. So when people go to search for jobs and they're coming for companies who can solve their problems, it's a misnomer. So I authored that book to be able to deal with that. And I also coach a lot of individuals. I coach a lot of business owners. I consult for many agencies. Then I'm a member of board of advisors for so many businesses, especially the ones I have helped to create and all of that. So that is that. I am a DEF awardee. I was granted $5,000 by the Tony Elumelu Foundation in 2017. Access to Success also awarded us $6,000 to support one of my businesses. Then MAID also supported us with about over $1 million to support my business. So when it comes to talking about funding, especially free funding, that's my fault. That's my area of strength. I'm not one of those that will tell you to go take a loan in the bank to start a business. The only reason you will need a loan in the bank is to expand a business. If you have a business and based on your production capacity, you can only produce 100 products, and now the customer demand is not 200 or 500 or way beyond what you can produce, and you go to take money in the bank to expand your production, you'll see that as you're taking money in the bank to expand your production, you have ready-made buyers who will consume your goods and your products, and instantly it's easy to pay off your bank loan. Then you are seeking for funding to expand your business. Never try to seek for funding from bank to start a business. It's a wrong idea. So I'm going to just go through this process. I'm going to go through this process as swiftly as possible. And what this process we're going to do today is going to help us do is going to just help you answer some basic questions. So all of my slide is going to be talking about questions you need to answer. And when you answer these questions, yes, you may not need to answer it to me now, but write them down and take your time to go work on them. Once you do that, you become an attraction to funding. Then I also did something for everybody that will stay to the end of this session. I have a bonus for you. I'm going to give you my book. Then discounted. I'm going to give you my book discounted. The book is called Funding Your Business Idea. All of the experiences that has worked for me to attract all of the funding I just talked about, I put them in the book. And for those who will stay to the end, I'm going to give you a code. I'm going to give you a code that will give you the discount offer that I have for you tonight. So please do well to spend the remaining 40 minutes to 45 minutes with us. So let's take this quickly. So I'm going to hit the ground running. These are the things I want to talk about today. First, why are you in fashion? If there's anything I do so much, I want to help people question themselves as to why they do what they do. Then the second thing I'm going to ask you, why do you need the funding? The third is, who has validated your business? So we're going to go to, can I see your records? Are you legal? Who knows you? And I'll finally share with you where to find the money. And I put it there categorically, not bank. So let's go. First, I want to ask you this question. Why are you in fashion? If anybody would be willing to talk, maybe you just share with us on the comment section, why are you in fashion business? The next 1 minute, I'll wait for anybody that will just leave a line. Why are you in fashion business? Because the truth is, if the purpose of a thing is not determined, abuse is inevitable. That's one of the quotes that Dr. Miles Monroe left for the world before he left. A lot of us do what we're doing. We never really sit down to look at the purpose why we do what we do. Because the truth is, the reason why I'm asking you this question, whether you answer to me now or you take time to answer it to yourself, is going to affect a lot of things, especially as it relates to you getting funding for your business. It's going to affect how you go about a lot of things concerning your business. A lot of us, especially for us Nigerians, do things because what we really want doesn't seem to be available. So we want to do what is available. Oh, I want to be a medical doctor. The university is not allowing me to be a medical doctor. I switch to pharmacy. So most times what we do, we don't really go through the fundamental question of why. So you want to sit down and ask yourself, why am I actually in fashion business? And if you are here, you are not in fashion business, you want to ask yourself, this business that I'm doing, why am I doing it? Am I doing it just to get hands to meet? Am I doing it on a temporary basis so that when things get better, I just put this aside and run? The reason I'm asking you this question is that if that is the purpose why you're running what you're running, nobody's going to fund you. Nobody's going to fund you. I've seen people access funding without much hurdles, because when they begin to talk to people who are funding them, when they begin to talk to investors are looking to hear how long they have been in this journey, how much of their life they have invested in this company. Because the truth is, nobody will fund a business that you are not ready to invest in. And the first proof that you are ready to invest in a business is the fact that you are sacrificing to get it to run. Betelia told you just now that I am a mentor, I'm a coach. We work together. I remember calling Betelia just in December here. Things were tough for her. She couldn't really think she'd be doing what she's doing today. But I was able to inspire her, and she joined our coaching session in December. And since that time, things turned around for her. And as we speak, I still know the challenges that are yet to be met. But she's pushing and she's already going on. Because I helped to create some level of clarity within her why she should be doing this and how to. Because see, once you understand why you are in something, whatever the challenges are, it is easier to maintain your status quo. It's easier to maintain your energy because you are clear to why you're doing what you're doing. So that is that. Then the second question is, why do you need the money? Why exactly do you need the money? How come you're not funding it yourself? How much is it? Because a lot of young people will tell you they need money to start a business. Sometimes, if you are in fashion, I don't see how you need up to 100,000 naira to start your business. If you're already in business, I expect that what you're already doing should be able to generate the funding you need to expand. So why do you need the funding? Do you need the money just because you think everybody's looking for money to expand their business now? It's a wrong reason to look for money. Do the maths, do your calculation, ensure that the money coming in. Just like I said, only get money when there is need, when customer base is the one expanding and demanding for an expansion in your business, especially when it has to be a loan, when it has to be money you're going to pay back. When it is the kind of money I'm going to show you at the end of this session, that is grant. Of course, you can always access it. There's always a need for it because there is really no need to pay back. It's just money to support your business. It's money people are giving to you to show that they can see your hard work and they want to support your hard work. That is good. But you just want to answer these questions to yourself. Do I really need this money? Do I need 50,000 and yet I'm using a phone of 70,000 and I'm telling myself I need 50,000 to expand my business? You know, do I wear a phone of 200,000 and I'm telling myself I need 100,000 to do business? A lot of us, that's where we are. That's where we are. So you want to deal with some of these ways because sometimes you may not just be needing an external fund. You know why I'm saying this? External funding, especially the one that requires you to pay back, will mount so much pressure on you. And once this pressure hits you, you may no longer be able to focus on the business that will generate the money. So answer that question and be sure that you really need the money before you go for the money. Then the third question we want to answer is, who has validated your business? Never take money to fund a business that has not been validated. And the primary validation every business needs is the fact that they have the ready-made customers. Don't deceive yourself, don't delude yourself to tell yourself that it's not fashion, everybody needs clothes. No, it's not true. Everybody needs clothes. The competition against you is also high. There are bend-down boutiques. There are used clothes flooding the country every day. You know, there are a lot of fashion brands. It doesn't cost up to 100,000 to start a fashion. So your competitors are rising up every day. There are fashion brands online that are doing their marketing and doing a lot of things powerfully, and they are impacting people. So these people are going to compete with you. Who has validated your business? The validation you need for your business is the fact that I have the customer base. I have people who need my products. I have them by reason of they are there. They are coming for it. Not I have a fashion idea. Now I need money. Yes, if you have a fashion idea and you follow some of the things in the book that I'm going to give you, you may be able to attract free funding. Getting free funding, wow, no big deal. But if it is funding that requires you to pay back, you just want to be sure that your business is already validated. You just want to be sure that your business is already validated. Then the next question we need to answer is, can I see your records? One of the reasons why most Nigerian small businesses can't get funding is the fact that we are not good at keeping records. We are not always good at keeping records. When you don't have records, when you don't have that customer base documented, when you don't have the inflow and outflow of funds into your account, A lot of us are still doing business and we're receiving funds using our personal accounts. If you are using your personal account, nobody is going to fund you into your personal accounts. In the course of our coaching, I told everybody under my coaching platform, go register your business and go secure a corporate account, because no bank, no financial institution will fund Osai or Mokaro, but they will fund Treskaro Systems and Solutions. They will fund Echo Connect. They will fund Treskaro Properties. You see it? They will fund the business, but nobody will fund an individual. So if you are still doing business and your records are not intact, in the record you can't talk about the fact that all through 2021 or through 2020, I have a customer base of 200. These are the strategies I have in place to keep these customers coming back, and these are the things I'm doing to increase my customer. Now every month I'm able to add at least 10, 20 customers to my customer base. So I am expanding. If I get this funding, I'll be able to serve my customers, and the inflow from them, I'll be able to pay you back. Then if I'm even looking at funding that people could bring into your business that could give them back profits, because there are investors who are looking for businesses that are profitable. They want to put in their money there and they want to take returns as you make more profits. There are a lot of them like that, because people are getting smarter with their money. They are getting to realize that it's a wrong idea to put your money in the bank. So instead, they are looking for people like you and I who are taking their business seriously and they want to invest their money into their businesses. So if you happen to be one who can justify your success by records, if you can justify your success by records, then you are good to go. So can I see your record? That's my question. Can I see your record? Then almost finally, are you legal? I think I almost talked about it. I talked about you having to register and get corporate accounts, because funding will only go to your corporate account. Are you legal? Is your business registered with Corporate Affairs Commission? I know some people will say, but I don't even have the money. It costs. For us, it's part of the services we use to support business. It costs. If we're going to do it for you, we charge 25,000 naira to register your business as a business. If you know how to do it and go about it yourself, it will cost you less than that. Even though if you do that and you try to do it yourself and you don't understand the rudiments, you could waste a lot of time. But even if you have to go ahead and consult us to do that for you, it will cost you 25,000. It's a worthy investment. It's a worthy investment. Your business has to be legal. That's the only way your business can stand different from you. That's the only way your business is qualified to receive funding. No matter how good your idea is, no matter how much customer base you have, no matter how much expansion you need, only your family and friends can give you money on the basis of they know you. Every known institutions and investors will give money to your company, a legal entity. So you want to be sure that your company is legal. It's okay. Okay, then the final question is, who know you? There's always this saying as Nigeria, business is not about what you know, it's about who you know. But that's even a half truth. That's even a half truth. In today's world of social media, your business will succeed to the tune of the number of people that knows you. How well are you doing with social media platforms? So that's the reason why I asked this question, who knows you? Sometimes the fact that you have a large followership on social media, the fact that you have a large engagement on social media is the enough reason why somebody will want to just fund the business. if I can see these people following you on social media, if I can see this number and quality of comments talking about the work that you are doing, I think if I put my money here, my money will be in the right place. So it's one of the things you want to do. You want to be able to promote yourself professionally and accurately on social media. You want to be able to use your social media platform, your status on WhatsApp, to be able to promote yourself. Just be sure that the world knows you for something. It's one dilemma we face today. Some of us today, you are doing fashion. Oh, I can see the comment section now. Some of us today, you are doing fashion. The next day, you are doing GNLD. The other day, you are doing affiliate, you are doing network marketing. You are confusing your people. Thank you. I can see value. You are confusing the people that are following you. Because on your social media platform, what you're doing is that you are educating the people. You are telling them what to think about you. So you want to be deliberate about what you place on your social media. You want to be deliberate about how you want the people to see you, what you want them to say about you. In fact, somebody said something. He said, if people misunderstand you, it's your fault. Why? Because if they misunderstand you, it is because you are giving vibe that they cannot resonate with. Miles Morrow said something. He said the reason why a lot of people are broke is because people don't know exactly what to pay them for. So you want the world to be able to know you for something. But I said something just now. When it came to funding your business, when it comes to empowering startups, he said the first person that came to my mind was Usai. I do a lot of other things, but if you Google me online, I think that's something you want to do by yourself sometimes. Ask your friends to Google you when you meet them. Let them Google you and give it to you so you read. In fact, it's what Betela that actually makes me say, sir, when I Googled myself, some of the things I saw there, I did more things. And when I Googled you, look at all the things that is coming out. I said, yes, it's a result of consistency and over time. So if you know that you must get to primary 6 before you enter GSS 1, how soon will you start primary 1? You start today. Because if you shift starting primary 1 to next year, your primary 6 also shifts by 1 year. So the way you want the world to know you, start to talk about yourself like that. Start to promote your business, whatever business you are into. Start to build your brand, your personality around that line of business. So that when you begin to talk about funding, somebody will say, this guy has been consistent. He's been doing this for years. Because the truth is, consistency is like staying in a dark room. After a while in the room, you begin to see, begin to know where all those are, and you can walk yourself in that room, even though there's no light, comfortably. That's what happens when you're consistent. When you spend time in an industry, you begin to see all of the loopholes in that industry, and you begin to see all of the opportunities in that industry. So, spending time in an industry and getting the world to know you for who you are is a sure way of positioning yourself for funding. It's a sure way of positioning yourself for funding. Then finally, where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? To answer this, I can't just tell you exactly where the money is. To answer this, what I've decided to do is to offer you my book, Funding Your Business Idea. I think that's the best way to answer that question. Where is the money? The reason I chose to do this is that inside this book, you are going to find a link to over 100 grant applications. Over 100 grant applications, including the Tony Lumelu Foundation that just ended. Over 100 of them globally. And what this book does is to help you package your business through a particular process, answering some of the questions we've been talking about and many more. And after that, then it gives you an opportunity to see where all of the money is and all of the strategies for accessing funding for your business. As we speak, now the soft copy of the book can be accessed following the link right there. But I'm going to do something like I promised. I have a bonus for everybody who stays to the end, and this is the bonus. That's the special bonus code. If you follow this link right now and take that code Zera, because Zera is the one that gathered all of us. Let me put the link on the chat box. The link is sorry. HTTPS seller.co/funding your business idea. So I posted the link there. If you follow that link right now, it takes you to a place where you can order the book. The soft copy, it goes for 4,000 naira. But I'm giving just 10 people. Just 10 people. I created this code right now for only 10 copies. So just the first 10 people that use the code to make payments get that discount. And if you're going to do that right now, this is what you're going to see. As you get to that platform, you're going to see, after imputing your name, you will see this place where my cursor is now. It said you got a coupon. Click here. As you click it, just type Zera. As you type Zera, it reduces the cost of the book to 3,000. And of course, VAT, Nigerian government will always take their VAT, then your total payment becomes this. So for just the first 10 people, only 10 people, because I created the code and I programmed it to only work for 10 people. After 10 people make their purchase decision based on that, no other person can use that code again. And that is that for today. So if we have questions, I will just leave this here while we take the question. The link to getting payment is right there. So Betela, I think we have utilized our time properly. Time to answer your questions. If you have, drop your questions on the comment section. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question if that is the best thing for you. So I'm sure your question will help me talk more about your needs. So feel free to ask your questions. Some of you are just rushing to go and pay for the book. Go ahead and ask your question. We have 16 people there. If I see 10 people order for the book just immediately, for the sake of these 16 people, I will go and increase the number of people that can take it to 16 so that I'm sure that everybody gets it. So that is that. Do we have questions? If you have questions, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question.
Exactly how long will this offer last?
Betela, your voice is low.
Okay, sir, I'm asking how long will this offer last in case some other people would like to pay for it.
I can't hear you.
So I'm asking how long will the offer will last?
It's 24 hours. I left it for 24 hours. Is anybody needing it after that? Say it there now. Valid for 24 hours. If I leave it for more than 24 hours, you may not have it because it's only just 10 slots. Okay, somebody said I have a question. Oh yeah, go ahead. I actually would have preferred it to be a bonus for those who attended this session. Then feel free to share it anywhere, but after 10 people, it stops working. Okay, Kiwa, go ahead with your question. You want to unmute yourself and ask using your voice, or you want to type, whichever. And I support businesses, and of course, I'm an investor. If your business promises to be profitable by the results, not by words, not by method, because a lot of us will tell you, sir, this business, I know if you succeed. No, nobody will give you money on that. You know, there's a question I asked somebody. I said, who told you that this business is a viable business? Say, I know it. Said, see, the only person that knows that a business is viable is the person that funds it. So as we speak, it's only you that knows that a business is viable. So the only potent person to fund it is you. So what you do with all of these questions I have asked is to prove to somebody else that your business is viable. And if you're able to do that to me, show to me that your business is viable by showing me your last year record, your this year record, your monthly revenue inflow, and showing me your customer base, letting me know that if I put in 500,000, if I put in 1 million, this is what it will do for your business. These are the customers ready to take the products. Then I know that my money will not be taking so much of a risk. So and the same way, if you're able to do that to me, you get the funding. The same way, if you're able to do that to anybody, they will get the funding. We have young people. Some of the businesses I shared with you that I said got this funding, got this funding. Some of them got that funding while they were still on paper. You know, that because I understand what to do. I'm sure some of you that are asking for funding, if I ask you to send me your business plan this evening, you don't have. You know, because a business plan tells you what the business will be. This is the idea, this is the market, this is how we want to tackle the idea we are coming into. This is the profit we hope to make. The business plan details all of that. And an average investor wants to see your business plan. So I think that is that. Any other question? So in the event of no other question, Betelia, if you want to call it off. So Betelia, what's your plan? You want to give out this video for free, or you want us to sell it?
So I think we'll talk about that too. Talk about class.
Because one of the things I do now, I want to do a lot of events for free. But if people cannot invest in coming to listen, my replay is always priced. I don't give my replays out for free. So if you invest your data and your time to come and watch, you have invested something. You know, but if you need it for free, okay, so if I apply for a grant and get it, let's say to Elumelu grant, is that proof that my business is viable? Before Tony Elumelu will give you a grant, they want to see proof that your business is viable, so that they validate you and give you. I got Tony Elumelu grant in 2014, and I'm still here. And I also know some persons who got it, who are finally folded. But the process then has changed. Because by then, a lot of us, I know a lot of people who applied for Tony Elumelu grant, they've scaled through the first stage. We are all waiting for the second stage now for them to get the direction on the next thing to do. I'm a mentor with Tony Elumelu Foundation. You know, the way the process works now is different from the way it used to work. Because right now, they are going to ask them more questions and get them to send in a business plan. You see it? They are going to get them to send in a business plan. The business plan will detail everything about the business. After that business plan, they will select the best of the best amongst the business plan. And before we cut it off, I need you to know that if you want support for your business plan, we are available to work with you. Just let Betelia know how you can get through to us. I have never done one business plan for Tony Elumelu that did stay true. All the while I've been doing business plan for people. So For those that got selected for the business plan, they will now be made to pitch their business, to demonstrate how profitable their business will be. You can see that the hurdle is now higher because some persons they give money to still failed. So they are fine-tuning their process too. So having submitted a business plan and pitched the idea, from there they will now select the people they are going to form. So I'm sure if you go through all of this process and eventually get the fund, they would have pre-qualified you by taking you through all of this process. So if you go through all of that process, there is every possibility that you have a viable business. Yet the major guarantee that your business is viable is custom. That's one. Then the final one that will determine whether your business will succeed is the quality of people that is powering the business. That has to do with you and your team. I think with this, we come to the end of today's session. So, Petelia, let's decide what we're going to do with replay later.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Because there are some people that could not meet up as a result of the different timing. Like the time, not just. No problem, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's okay. Have a lovely day. So we can stop the session now. So bye-bye.
All right. Good night, sir.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this awesome session.
You're welcome. So for any of them that want to talk to us on WhatsApp, I will send you the link to our WhatsApp.
Okay, sir. Thank you to everyone that joined us today. Thank you.
So if you follow that link that I just pasted on the comment section, that takes you to our WhatsApp. You'll be able to talk to us on WhatsApp. If you need any of our products, they are available. So Betela, have a lovely night's rest. All of you have a lovely night's rest.